These muffins are so good that even people who swear they hate pumpkin will gobble them up. With just the right amount of spice, a super fluffy texture, and chocolate chip spread all throughout. This is gonna be the one recipe you'll wanna make all fall long. A common problem with most pumpkin recipes is that they end up coming out way too gummy. The key here is to make sure that you get your wet and dry ingredient ratio just right. So be sure that you pay close attention to the measurements today. So let's first start by whisking up those dry ingredients. Grab a large bowl and add 1 3/4 cup of flour. A gluten-free 1-to-1 blend such as Bob's Red Mill can be used if needed. 3/4 cup of white sugar. Half a cup of packed brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. And pay close attention so you don't get these two mixed up. Half a teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You can decrease these a tad bit more if you're worried about the muffins being too spicy. Whisk this all together until it's well combined. Now moving on to the wet ingredients. You'll want to add 1 cup of a canned pumpkin puree to a large bowl. And make sure you don't accidentally get the pumpkin pie filling here. It'll be way too sweet. 2 large eggs. 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of melted and cooled to room temperature butter. And 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Whisk this together until smooth. And then pour the wet ingredients into the dry. Using a spatula, mix this until it's just combined, being careful not to overmix the batter here. Then, fold in 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You can also use milk or dark chocolate if you'd prefer. Spray a 12-count muffin tray liberally with nonstick cooking spray. And fill each cup until it is almost all of the way full. You can also place muffin cup liners if you'd like before filling up the cups. Bake the muffins in a preheated 350-degree oven for 20 to 24 minutes. You'll know they're done when the tops are rounded, the edges are golden, and a toothpick comes out clean. Let them cool for 10 minutes before serving. You can then store any extras in an airtight container for up to 2 to 3 days at room temperature. That is, if they can last that long in your house. Oh my gosh, these are so good with that fluffy texture, spicy bite with those chocolate chips all throughout. I cannot wait to hear what you think. But also, if you need a few more things to bake up this fall, I've got you covered. Check out these dessert recipes right over here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.